Hi there. It's another great day that God has given us. Indeed, we are so grateful to have you around. Welcome very much. Feel at the right place. Karibu sana. Thank you so much for following this broadcast. Thank you for subscribing to this channel. Thank you for your continuous feedback. We really appreciate whenever you drop a comment, whenever you tell us what you want us to improve and what you want us to discuss. In this episode, we always feel that you are part of us, and we indeed appreciate you. Thank you so much because of even tuning in for today's show. Indeed, it's a great day that God has given us. It's another beautiful Thursday, and we have a great show. And today we have a very critical topic. And as we get to our topic for this day, I want to appreciate the team who are always with. They do their recording, as they do the camera work, as they do the editing. Team behind the scenes of this particular program. I have DJ Wes, I have Mr. Budhia, I have Jack, and everybody else who makes sure that this comes to you quite loud and clear. God bless you very much. We appreciate you, you who have made this Thursday part of your schedule to follow our programs. God bless you very much. Today we are talking about looking back in today's episode of My Opinion. And I want to share my opinion as far as looking back is concerned. I know you must have come across people who tell you that there's no need of looking back into what has happened in your life. People will tell you that let the bygones be bygones. The past, you have no control over it, and there's no need for you to look back. The past should not hold you, and you should not have anything to do with the past. So today I will be sharing with you my opinion on whether it is important for you to look back into your life, into some of the mistakes that you may have made in life, and into what you have come through in your life. Is it necessary? Is it important? Does it add any value to your life and to your future? Is it important? Is it critical? That is what we'll be discussing today. And I also welcome you to drop a comment on your opinion over the same. What do you think about looking back? Can you encourage somebody to look back in their lives and see the mistakes they have made, all, the path they have followed in the past? Does it make any value, or is it of any use to an individual in their lives? So that is my opinion today, Thursday, and welcome very much. Now, let's first consider a motor vehicle. Now, when you have a car, it has a number of screens, and the biggest of them is what we call the windscreen, the front windscreen. Now, this is the biggest screen in any car. It helps the driver to look ahead and to see where they are going. They could be traveling a long distance, they could be traveling a short distance, but every time the windscreen ought to offer a clear visibility to the driver. In case it's raining, the driver will always put on the wipers just to ensure that he still has a clear visibility. He's able to see what is ahead of him. He's able to see a barrier in front of him. He's able to see a pothole. He's able to see the things other motorists on the road. He's able to see how the road has been marked. He will follow everything that he sees, and he will ensure that he is seeing clearly so as not to cause an accident, and so as to ensure that he's on the right path and is heading the right direction so that he get to the right destination. But we ask ourselves, is that all that is in a car? You realize there are some two other screens, or they could be three. One is On the left, we call it the left side mirror. We have another one on the right, we call it the right side mirror. We also have another mirror right near where the driver's seat is. And the three mirrors focus on the back, focus on the rear. They are very small, and many people will say that it is because where you have come from is not important. But I want to let us understand that, in my opinion, there is the importance of those three mirrors that focus on the past, that focus on behind the vehicle. They are still very important, and that's why you will ensure that any good working vehicle has those 2 or 3 other mirrors that will help the driver look at where he has come from and understand how the past looks like. And in my opinion, my friends, I feel the same, that in our personal lives, there is a need to look back to where we have come from. There is a need to look back to maybe the mistakes that you have made in the past. There is a need to look back and see how our young age looked like. How were our formative years? How was life when we were growing up? How were things happening long time ago? There is a very great importance. So I feel that it is important for each and every one of us to look back and try to understand your specific past, because your past is absolutely different from another person's past. Well, some people had a very nasty past, and today their lives is a reflection of the effects of that past that they had. But sometimes they never realize, because they've never looked back to see how the past has affected their today. Some people had a very rough upbringing, and during their formative age, they experienced a great challenge in parenting. Maybe their parents were not available, maybe they were very harsh, they would never give them any affection. And today, they try to get into relationships and they can't work. Other times, they try to relate with other people in employment, the customers, and they cannot relate well. And all this is because of the upbringing and the challenges they experienced in the past. Sometimes it's important to just hold and look back just to see, how was my upbringing? What kind of lifestyle did I have in the past? How is my past affecting my today? It is very important. It is very critical. Well, at that times, you realize that a person made a number of mistakes in the past. Now, these mistakes may have been by a number of things you were doing or you failed to do. You made terrible mistakes in the past, mistakes that related to your relationships or related to your finances, mistakes that related to your parenting, a number of mistakes you made when you were living in the past. And it is important to look back and correct the mistakes that you made. However, we may say that it is important to forge ahead, and however we may say that the past does not determine our future, it is important we realize that our future has a lot to borrow from the past. And so if we were rough people, if we used to speak lies in the past, if we never used to care for other people in the past, today the kinds of life we are living, however transformed, it is important we are drawing from that. And so, my brothers and my sisters, it's important we address the mistakes that we made in the past. Now, I'll give some few examples. You know, that those people their youth was full of, pleasurous lives, and, they were just talking about many things that were bringing pleasure to their lives, and they were not minding what was happening. And eventually, these people could break other people's hearts, and they could do anything, notwithstanding the effects that were happening then. Now, such a person today could be trying to be stable in their endeavors, their current endeavors, maybe their current relationships, their current marriages, but it is not working. Why is it all this? It's because there is a past that you need to work on. Just go back and look at the many people you broke the hearts, the many people you may have conned, the many people you could have done evil, and make it up for them. I want to remind you of the story of Zacchaeus in the Bible. And this man had taken a lot from people. And when salvation came to his house, he decided to correct the past. He decided to give to everyone who he had taken, a share back of what he had taken from them, and even double. And so it is important we correct the past mistakes. So, friends, why is it then that it is important you look back to those small things that you did in the past, which we may call errors, those small errors and mistakes? There are people who used to sing songs that could cast their future, and we were doing this in the past. The love songs which people used to sing, the kind of sayings which we used to profess those days, the kind of lies which we could give and people could give, those words need to be cancelled because they affect our tomorrow. And I want to give an example of those people who used to say that they cannot go abroad. They cannot go beyond Kenya. Kenya is their land, and they cannot go outside Kenya because they believe that it is not good for them. Now, such people today could be struggling to get a visa. They could be struggling even to get a means to go abroad. But this is because of the many words that you used to say that was cursing you are going out of this country. And that is why I'm saying it's important you look back and cancel such proclamations that you are making. Some people were very strict that I cannot engage this kind of a person. I cannot do this kind of a business. And today you are trying to do the same. And you are trying to assume that there's nothing that happened in the past. Friends, in my opinion, you need to look back and reconsider all that you are saying that you cannot do, and today you are finding yourself in it. Why don't you have a moment to cancel those words and to embrace a brand new future? That is the only way you can overcome the past. Therefore, taking you back to the analogy of the vehicle, the side mirrors that help us to have a view of the rear are very critical. Are your side mirrors in your life on? Are you looking at your past? Are you looking at what you underwent when you were growing up? Are you looking at the mistakes that you could have made in life? Are you looking at the things that you have said in the past and today you are doing against what you had been proclaiming? It is important for you to look back. And in my opinion, as much as it is good to look ahead, as much as it is good to concentrate on the things that we are doing and the future that we are heading to, it is equally critical to look back and correct and rethink, rephrase, reconsider those things that has happened to your life, those things you have proclaimed in the past. And that is my opinion. I I'm sure that you too could be having a different opinion over this matter. You too could be feeling different, that there's no need or there is a need. Whether my opinion is right or wrong, you can put it in the comment section. Remember, we continue appreciating your feedback. Anytime you tell us to improve on anything, anytime you tell us that this program is edifying you, anytime you feel you want to pass any message to us, you are always welcome to place it at the comments section. But for today, that is my opinion, and it could be different from yours. It could be right or wrong in your own opinion. I wish to stop there. My name is Timothy Dua, and until next Thursday when we meet at same time, same channel, Timothy Dua YouTube, thank you very much, and may our good God bless you. This is my opinion.